everyone. My name is Zakia Ringgold, and we are going to be doing a really interesting batch of soap tonight, a really small one. This one is a 100% coconut oil soap, and we're adding some Himalayan sea salt, and we're also going to add some French green clay. Now, if you know anything about coconut oil, it gets really, really rock hard solid, especially when we add the salt in there. And because of that, we're going to be putting that in individual molds. We have Mayreen checking in already. Well, hello, Mayreen. How are you? And I guess I should probably say hello to everyone who is joining us live. If you have never been here before, we'd like to give you a big old welcome to Soap Nation. If you have been here before, what we always say is welcome back. Very happy to have you here. Lakeisha is here checking in as well. If you have not said hello already, or if you're watching this on the replay because, whatevs, you're cool too. I'm very happy to have you here. Donald is saying, looking good in the neighborhood. All right, let me say, I'm not really a singer, but I'm going to put your comments up there so you guys can see. I'm not talking to myself. Some of you are over here. You can't see what they're saying over there. So I'm going to try and help you out just a little bit by bringing your comments right up here with me. I'll put them on the goggles. Donald is giving me some waves, some smiles, some emojis, some other stuff along those lines. We have jumped up to 62 of you that are watching live. If you have not already said hi, do that. If you have not told me where you are checking in from, say I'm from Philly, I'm from Australia, I'm from China, I'm from Michigan. Doesn't matter. Let me know. Hello, Miss Savage. Good to see you, my dear. And drag me out. You're checking in on the Periscope side. Very good to have you. So we also have Autovis. Hi, guys. All of you that are checking in. These are all of my Perry peeps, my Facebook friends. We have no foes on Facebook. And then we also have some of our YouTube people on here. If you are checking in from hashtag Team Baraka, maybe you are in Mexico, Philippines, Australia, Canada, or even over there in Ghana, hello, hashtag Baraka Clan. And Autovis is checking in from Maryland. Kyla Dennis is checking in from Atlanta. How are you? And then we also have Evangel letting us know she is all the way from North Kakalaka, also known as North Carolina. Patricia on the YouTube side is checking in saying, well, Maryland is here. How the heck are you? James Angie Kojo from Ava Coconut Oil. Well, we're not using your coconut oil tonight, Kojo, but we are using this coconut oil here. Hello from Central New Jersey. Well, guys, I have to pause for the cause because we actually have Kojo checking in. Let me pull him up. He's right there. That guy right there. I met him when I was in Ghana. He owns the coconut factory. So remember the picture that I showed? I wish I had it queued up. Kojo, you should have told me you were going to be here because then I would have had the picture. I was holding the coconuts. I was in a whole van. There were a ton of coconuts and I was holding them. I was shaking them. But very good to see you, Kojo. He owns Ava Coconut Oil. Guys, they have the highest percentage of lauric acid in that coconut oil. Extremely cleansing. Let's see. Who else do we have checking in? From Central New Jersey, it's Marisa. Good to see you. We also have Jan. Good day, mate. I was waiting for someone from Australia to check in so I could say good day, mate. We also have Donald Brandt checking in from Denmark. Melissa just saying hey. And also be saying that's pretty doggone awesome that he has that Ava coconut oil. So, if you don't know who I am, I'm going to pause for the cause and tell you. My name is Zakia Ringgold. I am a certified soap maker and, wait a minute, wrong way, author. I love meeting new people all over. I have a very interesting story. My business was born from live streaming all across the world. My handmade products have been shipped all over 17 countries and counting, all over the United States. And now I get a chance to come to all of you and show you some of the products that I make so that you can be very aware of what you're using in your products and also what's going into your skin. If you're somebody who's like, I don't want to know that, but it's kind of fun to watch and meet all these other people, that's pretty cool too. We also have Holy Soaps at 20. Blessings to you, my dear. We have Van James saying hi. Jan saying good day, mate. Hiya, Dolly. How are you? Zoe is saying hello. And Holy Soaps is saying holy smokes. Like, wow, amazing. So I don't want to keep you here too long because when we multi-stream to all different, you guys got to understand this. I am not a pre-recorded kind of person. I hate pre-recorded videos. The problem is some of you are used to pre-recorded videos, like you'll search for how to do something and somebody gets right into it. They're not talking to you. But we actually come from a live streaming family where I like to find out like who's watching. It's not always about me sometimes, but typically when we're first getting started, I like to know who's watching. Like Dolly Drage. I got to put your name up there because I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. But I've never seen that name before. Right there. Well, right. Darn it. Wrong. Still wrong. So I've never seen this name before, right? So it would be very strange for us to be in this live interaction and I don't even interact with you. It's like, I could have just watched a pre-recorded video. So give me a little bit of grace sometimes, guys. You guys get in the comments and like, look, just get to it. Yes, Zakia, keep the family. Hola, Malik Jones. How are you, Coach Extraordinaire? I think I'm going to call him Coach of the Year for high school football. He coaches at Martin Luther King High School, and he has done some amazing things with that program. So, very good to have you here, my friend. So, what we are making tonight is something very, very simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about 5 ingredients, but it's very simple to make. And what we are going to do is take you guys over to the soap cam. If you're ready to go to the soap cam, you're finished listening to me talking, type in hashtag soap cam. Like, if you don't know how to spell soap, I'm clutching my pearls, but it's soap, SOAP, cam. And if nobody types it in, you get to look at my face for a little while longer. Look at my face for a little while longer. So Zoe is saying that she absolutely loves interacting. Keep doing that. Mayreen is saying, yes, Zakia, keep the soap family. We're not trying to do what everybody else is doing. So, yeah, just do that thing. I'm getting some of you saying soap cam, so we are going to head over to the soap cam right now because give the people what they want, right? Yes, we shall. All right, so don't get overwhelmed when you see all of this stuff. We're going to break it down and make it very, very simple for you. Van James with the soap cam. We got the soap cam. It is here. It is happening. Me and your mom are watching. Well, hello there. Mayreen is saying hashtag soap cam. All of you for participating. You're pretty cool. Dolly Dolly with the soap cam. So the reason we call it the soap cam is because I'm still on camera, but the soap takes precedence. So in order to make this, the number one thing you are going to need is the coconut oil. And you guys know we absolutely love Baraka Shea Butter. They're also carrying virgin coconut oil, and you can actually smell the coconuts in here. It's not like that unrefined kind of stuff where it's like, I think it's coconut oil. It's white. I'm not sure. This is definitely coconut oil. Okay? All right. So this is the primary ingredient. This is going to be a single oil soap. Not a whole bunch of ingredients, just coconut oil. 16 ounces to be exact. Aside from the coconut oil, we are also going to be using some pink Himalayan sea salt, guys. And sea salt is going to be very, very exfoliating for the skin. However, it also makes the bars of soap rock hard really fast. So because of that, the mold that we are going to be using is an individual cavity mold. Can we use cooking oil? You can use any oil. If you've ever seen the movie Fight Club, they actually use liposuction fat. I'm just saying. But here is the whole thing about any oil that you're going to use. The reason that we're choosing these oils is because they are great for your skin. And a lot of people will use lard. Some people will use beef tallow. We don't use any of those, but they make great bars of soap. And typically, when people are making their own handmade soap, they're doing it so that they can really get some of the benefits of those oils that they use. For instance, the coconut oil in particular is extremely cleansing, but it's also moisturizing at the same time. The shea butter that we use, that one is our soap. I would say most soap makers will call that the magic elixir. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. They would say that's like the magic elixir because it has the highest percentage of unsaponifiables of all the oils and butters that we use. And that just means that even after it goes through the entire saponification process, a lot of the benefits of that particular butter stay in the soap. So I'm getting off track, but yes, you can use whatever oil you want, but you got to know the saponification process. Say it with me, saponification. A lot of people cannot say that name. Hi, Giovanna from California. Welcome to the broadcast. So, back to our pink Himalayan sea salt, right? So, this is going to give us the gentle exfoliation and it's also going to harden our bar of soap. Very important ingredient. We also have our lye solution, which has been pre-mixed. It's right in here. This is the caustic ingredient, guys. A lot of people, if I had 5 cents for the amount of times that people said, Zakia, can soap be made without lye? Can soap be made without lye? Can soap be made without? The answer is no. Hey, Jean, how are you? The answer is absolutely positively no. Unless you are making a melt and pour soap, but it had lye before it got to you. So that is a myth. And Paige can actually teach you guys this lesson. Paige is my 5-year-old. Any soap or any, if you know this from science class, when you mix oil and water, what happens? They do that. They don't want to come together. They just go apart from each other. Soap making is a combination of oil and water, right? Good camera angle. Um, I saw that. I have to put it up. I didn't just do that and freeze for a moment, guys. Somebody actually said that. That's why I said it out loud. Um, Caustic sounds dangerous. It is dangerous if you do not act with care, which is why I am taking a few minutes to kind of slow down and give this explanation. So when you try and just mix your oil and your water together, what typically happens is they don't want to combine. You'll see the oil molecules at the top and the water at the bottom. When we add our caustic soda, which is a lye solution, we're using sodium hydroxide and water combined together to make that lye solution. When we do that and we add that to the oils, that is what forces the saponification process, and those oils and the water are able to combine together, giving us a soap, which also gives us some glycerin. Where can we buy my soap at? Well, I'm so glad you asked, my dear. My soap is available at naturalsoapbyzakia.com. Let's see if I have that queued up somewhere. Look at that. I sure do. Look at that. I got Live Soap School. Look at this. I'm going to get it up there for you. 1 second. Natural Soap by me. It's not by me. It's by Zakia.com. Not Expedia, but Zakia. There you go. That is my website where all of my soap is available. So it's kind of like in the way. So hopefully you guys pick that up. But that's my website. Naturalsoapbyzakia.com is where you can go and get my soap. But let's get on with the program, shall we? Somebody said it sounds dangerous. How do we protect ourselves? We protect our eyes and we protect our hands. So we're going to put it on our fancy goggles. This is when the scientist in you, the inner scientist, comes out at this point. So you'll put your goggles on so that if there's any splashing, which there should not be, if there's any splashing, your eyes are protected. And then also your hands. If anything comes on there, it's going to go in the glove, not on your skin. When will you guys be doing free shipping on? I'm not sure. You're welcome, Jean. All right. So We have our lye solution. Now, because I'm not doing multiple colors in the soap, what I am going to do is I'm going to add our French green clay. Now, the French green clay is actually very good if you have oily skin. And it's also going to give our soap a natural green tint. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to put this right into the lye solution so that it actually colors our soap. So I'm going to do that now before we even get started. You got to shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your clay now. Shake, shake, shake. Hey, Drea, how are you? I'm hoping that you're over there healing. And the recipe calls for 3 teaspoons of the French green clay. And now I'm just going to take my little mini whisk. I get these whisks from all of the conferences that I attend. They always give us soap makers. If you have a soap maker in your life, I'm telling you now, or if you are an aspiring soap maker, get yourself some spatulas and some goggles. If you know a soap maker, get them some spatulas and goggles. You for Sight is here, and I'm going to say it for you. Much love, much respect, right back to ya. Lauren, I'm so glad to hear you think this is cool. So I'm just whipping it up. Whip it real good, but be careful, guys. You don't want this splashing. I'm being a little too willy-nilly with it. So you want to get that fully incorporated in there. Now, if you didn't want to add this to your lye solution, you can add it to some water. You're going to mix your soap how you normally would and then add the clay into it. But I didn't want to do that. So that's mixed. I love this little container because it allows me to keep that little piece in there. And then I can go ahead and measure out our coconut oil. Chocolate girl, hello. That French green clay is not even green. The lies you tell. It is green. It's my lighting. I need better lighting in here. I'm sorry. Where's my producer? I don't have one. Hello from Melbourne, Australia. My skin is dry now because I'm old. Jean, don't you say that. Get my triple butter blend. Try that one. And Tracy is saying, hello from Melbourne, Australia. Very good to have you here, my friend. Very good to have you. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure out our coconut oil. And I got to get it in frame. Come on. Where are we putting it? We got to move our soap. You guys got to be... Oop! Another soap I can buy and add to my list. Yes, Triple Butter Blend Elk. Triple Butter Blend is fantastic. That was the soap that put us on the map. That is why we got known as hashtag no lotion needed. It is made with cocoa butter, shea butter, coconut oil, mango butter, olive oil. It is just a 100% moisturizing bar, but you're still going to be squeaky clean. But you won't need any lotion after you get out the shower. You got this good on YouTube. Great to hear. So we're going to measure out 16 oils of our Baraka coconut oil. Can you guys see that? I wish you guys could smell it. Let me put it up to the camera. Inhale. Come on. Exhale. Inhale. You guys can't smell it, but pretend that you just cut open a coconut. That's what we're getting. How do I get to be on one of your Soap School Live? Well, Jody, we typically have Super Soap Sunday every single Sunday. And on Sundays, you can join me live right on camera. Or you can call into the broadcast. Tuesday, we do Tech Talk Tuesday. So that's another time that you would be able to, I think I'm going to be able to use this entire bag, which should give us 16 ounces. Pretty close to it. Uh-oh. I think I'm out. I'm going to have to go into my stash. Scrapey, scrapey. You're all good. That lavender bar has my skin glowing. Just let your soul feel it oh so silky smooth. Oh, I'm getting the coconut oil on the scale. I'm sorry. You're very welcome. Yep, we're scraping, guys. And I only have 14 ounces and I need 2 more. Here's the thing about soap making. If you are going to start making soap at home, one of the most important things is the preciseness of your measurements, because you are using a caustic like that sodium hydroxide. It is trying to, well, it's not trying to figure out. What it's doing is it's taking every gram of the oil in your recipe and converting it over to a soap. So if I'm over, right, if I'm under, I'm going to have a lye heavy soap, which is going to make your butt burn or your face burn, and we don't want none of that. Be back. It looks like a powder rather than an oil. Does it? Here, I'll bring it up so you can see it. That's definitely an oil. Caught you live. Hey, Jetty. Hey there. Where do you post the recipes? Where at on Sundays? It's on all of the channels on Sundays. Same place you're. Here's the thing. If you are watching and you have not clicked that subscribe or that follow, most importantly, that share, that like, if you're watching on Facebook, our favorite emoji that you can put up is that. And guess what? Even if you're watching on YouTube, doesn't matter if it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down, it still counts as engagement. YouTube cares, I care, doesn't matter. Let me know that you're watching. But wherever you're currently watching right now is where you can catch us live on Sundays. So hope that helps. What time on Sunday? Well, we were supposed to be at 7 p.m. tonight. We went live around 7:15 Eastern-ish. So I'm going to say 12-ish. And you guys know what that means. Kinda, sorta, a little bit of roundabout. That's the Ghanaian time. Like in Ghana, what they would do, they would say like a 12 o'clock meeting would probably start around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. But I'm serious. Normally noon-ish. That's as much as I can give you right there. So right now, let me take off this little piece. I'm at 14.2 ounces, which means I need to grab another ounce, 1.8 ounces. So I'm going to let you guys do me a favor. We are up to 117 of you live. I don't know where you're watching, but if you have not taken a moment to at least say hello or put in hashtag where you are watching from, do it now. Do it now. I'm going to go grab some more coconut oil. All right? I'll be right back. You stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Let me come minus. But type in the comments. This is like a commercial break. If Paige were here, she would be telling you some really cool stuff that you could do, but she's not. So, let's see. Coconut, where you go? Raw, yeah. I hear the beep, so somebody's doing it. Whoever is participating, you're cool and thank you. I have to go to my backup. Let me show you the backup of our coconut oil. Hold on. Here's the backup. Canada, Hope is saying hello. New Jersey, Katy, Texas, Orlando. It is Super Bowl. Oh, I can't compete with the Super Bowl. You guys are looking at me like I'm cray cray. Like, man, we like you, but not that much. All right, so I've grabbed some more coconut oil, and I'll show you the bucket. 1 second. Let's put it in. Put her in there. 15, 16, 15.9. Jeez Louise, Becky. 16.2. Jesus. You are all good all over the web. Thank you for checking the bases, you for sight. 16.1. Jeez Louise. 16. In case I missed anything, can you run the recipe up? Absolutely. I certainly will. And thank you for that check, Jody, because I don't think I've even said the entire recipe one time. My Lord, Zakia. All right, so this is one of our very, very simple recipes. We are only using coconut oil. And this is 100% coconut oil here. And we also have our pink Himalayan sea salt, which is 8 ounces. So the recipe so far is just 16 ounces of coconut oil And we're also going to be using 8 ounces of pink Himalayan sea salt. I don't have the exact measurements for the lye solution, but it will be posted on the recipe. If you want to get the recipe and you'll be able to follow along, you can go to, where you at? Right here, let's show you that one. sure.b/livesoapschool.com. When the recipe is available, it will be right there on that link. So we also have our lye solution, which is a combination of sodium hydroxide, distilled water, and to that we added our French green clay. You don't have to add it at this point, but it's just one less thing for me to remember to add later on, because I'm going to get to looking at your comments. I'm going to miss it and all of that. The only other piece of the recipe that we have not talked about yet is the scent. How is that 16 ounces, not pounds. So 16 ounces is 1 pound of something. I think that was JoJo Smitty. What? How is that 16? But yes, that's what that one is. This is all coconut oil, Jody. Appreciate it. You are very welcome. All right. So if you want this to remain a 100% natural, Moon Glow, how are you? If you want this to remain 100% natural, leave the fragrance oil out and replace it with an essential oil. Any essential oil that you like. Now, depending on where you want to use the soap, particularly in the facial area or around the eyes, you want to avoid any citruses or any mints. So no peppermint essential oil that you're going to put and then put around your eyes. You want to avoid that. I'm actually using a scent which is called All Right, All Right, All Right. That comes from Kevin Hart, in case you guys were wondering. All right, all right, all right. That's how he says it. And so that's what we're using. That's all we need for this recipe. Again, 16 ounces of our coconut oil, 8 ounces of our pink Himalayan sea salt, 1 ounce of your fragrance oil or half an ounce of your essential oil, and then you also need your lye solution right there, which is a combination of your sodium hydroxide and your distilled water. Now that we have gotten that, we've got action. Here is the magic wand of every soap maker right here. You put this in your hand, you're like Superwoman. Listen, want a little ASMR? Hear it? This right here turns us into super women and supermen. So we're doing something called the heat transfer method, where I'm not melting these oils down or this oil down. I am going to allow the heat from this lye solution to melt it for me. Sylvia, Philly in the house. Philly in the house. Hi, Sylvia. So we're going to go ahead and just pour our lye solution with our French green clay in there. If you're a soap maker, you're looking at this, you're like, why is her lye solution green? It's supposed to be clear. It's because we put the French green clay in there, guys. And what that's going to do is that's going to melt. Oh, I'm missing some of my French green clay. That's going to melt our coconut oil from the heat of the lye solution. The lye solution is at about 130 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty hot. Hey, Carmela, if you are making this at home and you have never made soap before, I would not recommend that you do a lye solution at such a high temperature. You want to probably keep that closer to 90 degrees to 100 degrees. How does that not feel? Uh-oh, what'd I do? I might have broke it, guys. Because that should have like melted really quickly. It is green. I told you. You was like, that. No, somebody said, that doesn't look green. It looks gray. All right, so what that's doing is that's melting those oils. Here's my thermometer. Something don't feel right. Yeah, I don't know. Guys, that should have been a whole lot hotter. We'll see what we get. You get what you get and you don't get upset. That should have been a little bit hotter. A little bit hotter now. I should have checked it before I did it, but we'll see. All right, so we're going to use our stick blender to try and encourage this bad boy to do its thing. Oh, this is when I probably should have muted. Uh-oh. No, it's okay. Like, you want it to, my temperature should have been much higher, is what I'm saying, because I ain't let it sit that long before the broadcast. What we want is this really nice, smooth consistency to kind of look almost like a yogurt. You done messed. You know you done messed up, right? No, I'm just playing. All right, let me get this off. And now what we're going to do is we're going to just simply add our Himalayan sea salt to this. And once we do that, we're going to have to move not too quickly, but quick enough to get it into the mold. If you are going to do this recipe as it is stated, I would highly recommend that you get yourself some individual cavity molds. Do not try and pour this into a loaf mold, like a long one, because it's going to be really hard, and I don't want you popping your soap cutters and all of that. Really and truly, what you want to do is use a individual cavity, because that way you can pop them out individually. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add in our pink Himalayan sea salt. And again, we're adding this for the color. Everybody loves color. The temperature is only 97 degrees Fahrenheit, but I don't remember letting it drop down that much. So I was expecting it to be a little more. So you just pour your salt in, and then you're going to use your spatula to blend it right in there with the soap. Give me vanilla chocolate. Rafa, you want vanilla chocolate now? Look, I don't know if you guys can see. I kind of want to use my stick blender one more time to make sure it's all 100% incorporated. So is that mixture hot? It's not, no. Typically, it would be much hotter than this. I'm not sure what I did. I did something. But it's still fine. It's still 100% fine. Alrighty. And from there, we're going to go ahead and just pour this right in. Now, I want to use my stick blender just one more time to make sure that the salt is 100% incorporated into the soap. And then that way you'll also be able to see some of those salt granules. This is soap, Rafa. Oh, you guys were going to let me do it. You also want to add in your fragrance so it can actually smell like something, or you can keep it 100% natural by not adding any fragrance or essential oil, just leaving it as it is. How much lye did you use? There were 64 grams of lye, but we were super fatting it at 20%. There we go. All right. Change the color on. I added lye. Did you add lye to water? You always add lye to water, never the opposite. You never put the water into the lye unless you want a little bit of an explosion. Not really. Why 20%? Because a 100% coconut oil soap will be extremely drying to the skin. So by super fatting it at that 20%, I'm getting the extra moisture in there to stay and not be going through the saponification process, so it'll moisturize the skin at the same time. If I would have left it at just the regular calculation, it would have ended up being a very dry soap. Great question, though. You can get an explosion. Will there be salt chunks or will it dissolve? It'll be more dissolved into the soap. So we actually have a clay salt coconut bar at this point. So what I'm doing is I'm just pouring it into the mold, and you'll feel it. It'll feel like granules on your skin. Okay. How much water? 164. I'll look at the recipe as soon as we get these poured. What do I have in there? I'm like, wait a minute. Is that not mixed? Yes, it is. Here we go. I'll tell you the exact amount in 1 second. And this makes a pound of soap. Some of them going to be higher than the others. Oh, shoot. That's not what we want, Carol Ann. No, I was like, who the heck is Carol Ann? Step into the light, Carol Ann. That Carol Ann. And you try not to spill it all over your table. That's not a part of the fun. All right. And then you just kind of get all of it out. Can you post the recipe? Okay. The recipe will be available. Looking good. Does that it lathers incredibly. And that's the other part of the. Here's the thing with salt bars in particular. Salt can impact your latherability. So it can remove some of the lather that you would get. That's another reason for the super fat. So not only preventing having a very drying bar, it also helps to boost the lather. Coconut oil is a soap maker's friend when it comes to boosting the lather. And so that's another reason. Very, very exfoliating soap. This is a very exfoliating soap. The addition of the French green clay makes it phenomenal for people with dry skin. I'm sorry, for people with oily skin. If you have dry skin, I just wouldn't use it every day, but you can still use this bar all over your body. Recipe. Some of you have said, Zakia, what in the world is the recipe? I will make sure that it is posted for you all. I was Johnny come lately. It is not my fault, but I was very late with getting the recipe. Hey, Reva. I was very late doing that. So it will be available on the Baraka blog as well as Live Soap School. Let me pull this up for you guys. And then that way, comments. Here we go. You'll be able to go to shore.b/live soap school. There you will see links to the recipes, links to my books, links to get your handmade Baraka shea butter, your Baraka coconut oil. Guys, if you don't know about the mission of Baraka, I really, really, really want you to take a look at the company. They just posted a video, 15-minute video on how the shea butter is made and the impact that it makes on the women in the communities. We used their coconut oil tonight, but I had a chance to go to Ghana last November. I was there for 3 weeks, and I got a chance to actually see those women, meet those women, interact with those women, and actually see true blood, sweat, and tears that they put into making that shea butter. And it is of the highest quality that I have ever seen. And they take so much pride in the work that they do. Um, I I got very emotional when we first went to meet these women in the community because it reminded me. I don't know how many of you have been along with me as I have been like building this out, but my youngest daughter has been next to me since she was 1 on these videos. And there were women that were grinding the shea nuts, roasting the nuts, crushing the nuts, whipping the nuts, and the whole time they had babies strapped around their back. They only stopped or they continued working to nurse their children. And so I got a chance to see firsthand what it means to buy a true handcrafted, handmade batch of shea butter. And my life will never be the same after that trip. And so I say all of that to say I am Zakia Ringgold of Live Soap School as well as naturalsoapbyzakia.com. If you would like to get this recipe that we just did tonight, it will be available right there by going to sure.b/live soap school. Such a journey. We have both of the twins here. That is very cool. Cheryl is saying hello. Where do you purchase this? At barakashea is where you can go to get the shea butter and the coconut oil. That's amazing. I'm going to check them out. Great video. If you do have dry skin, you can, that's a great question, Mayreen. You can still use this one that we made. What I would say is you just wouldn't use it as an everyday bar. I would say everybody, no matter if you have dry skin or oily skin, you need to be exfoliating. That's how you get that glow on your skin, because you have to get rid of the dead skin that just likes to sit on the outside of our skin. So I wouldn't use a salt bar to exfoliate my face though. I would probably use an oatmeal bar. The salt will be a little too fine or a little too scratchy on the skin. So you want to do like an oatmeal for the face, but all of your body. Summer skin is made in the winter, guys. Summers, I want you guys to remember that. Don't wait until like May or June to say, oh, let me shine it up. You don't want to do that. So what you want to do is use this time where your skin isn't exposed to the sunlight all the time, depending on where you are. If you're my friends over there in Ghana, you know, your skin is out in the sun all the time. But right now, if you have winter clothes that you're wearing, summer skin is made in the winter. So get yourself into a skincare routine. One of those routines should be exfoliating your skin at least twice a week. And that's going to eliminate the dead skin off of your body to reveal the glowing skin underneath, the glowing, healthy skin. I hear you guys tapping down there. Hello, Kanisha. How are you? Thank you. Love it. Awesome. Drea is saying, is that your new book behind you, Z? Yes, it is. I have several books up here, but this is the latest one, guys, available on Amazon. Good question. Hold on. Let me tell you. Like to hear it? Here it go. This is my latest and greatest book. This is how to make and sell soap. Answers to the top 50 questions that most gurus won't tell you, but I have them inside of this book. Additionally, you get free downloads, resources, and video demos with this book. So that's what's there. Kanisha, I'm not sure I've ever seen you live before, but hello. Would pink clay be good for dry skin? It's a little less harsh. I gotta research that. I don't want to give you the wrong answer, Tracy. So if you promise to come back for Super Soap Sunday, I will have the answer for you then, because I'm not sure. I was about to ask the same thing. Would that create a gel during curing? It should, but because our temperatures were so daggone low, I don't think it's going to get hot enough to go through gel phase. So this will probably not gel. I'm amazing. I finally caught you live. I'm so glad you did. Getting mine tonight. OMG. I'm going to buy that ASAP. Thank you for the tutorial. Good night, everyone. I am Zakia. Hopefully you are enjoying this brand new decade, this new year. Can't believe we are almost in February, and hopefully you have done something amazing. One thing you have done amazing for me is join me live. All of you that have left an emoji, shared the broadcast, told a friend that told another friend, subscribed, any of that. Thank you so very much. It means the world to me. And have a good night. Bye, everybody. I'll see you next time.